Welcome to Open-Hearted Meditation. Today, we'll explore a core teaching of Buddhism, meditation as a path to liberation from suffering, or dukkha. In Buddhist philosophy, dukkha refers to the inherent unsatisfactoriness, stress, or suffering that exists in life. Meditation offers a means of understanding and ultimately freeing ourselves from this cycle of suffering. Join me as we dive into how mindfulness and meditation can lead us to the cessation of dukkha, bringing us closer to peace and liberation. Dukkha is one of the most fundamental concepts in Buddhism, often translated as suffering, but it encompasses much more. It refers to the dissatisfaction or discontent that is part of the human condition. From the fleeting frustrations of daily life to deeper emotional pain, dukkha manifests in many forms. The Buddha taught that dukkha arises from our attachment to impermanent things, our desires, possessions, relationships, and even our own identity. We cling to experiences and outcomes, expecting them to last or provide us with permanent happiness, yet they are all subject to change and decay. This is the nature of dukkha. Everything is impermanent, and grasping at what is temporary leads to suffering. But the good news is that there is a way out of this cycle of suffering. The Buddha offered a path, the path of meditation and mindfulness, that can help us see the true nature of reality and liberate ourselves from dukkha. Meditation is the tool that allows us to investigate the nature of dukkha and our relationship with it. Through meditation, we develop the skills of mindfulness and equanimity, which help us observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without getting swept away by them. When we meditate, we create a space of non-attachment. We learn to watch our thoughts come and go without clinging to them or pushing them away. This process allows us to see how much of our suffering is self-created by our resistance to what is or our craving for things to be different. In time, meditation helps us cultivate insight, a deep understanding of the nature of impermanence, suffering, and the absence of a permanent self. As we begin to see the world more clearly, we loosen the grip of dukkha, freeing ourselves from the chains of attachment and aversion. Let's practice a meditation together, focusing on letting go of suffering. Find a comfortable seated position, either on a chair or on the floor. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Now, bring your awareness to the present moment. Notice any thoughts, emotions, or sensations arising within you. Simply observe them without judgment or reaction. If a thought about something painful or stressful comes to mind, don't try to push it away. Instead, notice it, acknowledge it, and then let it pass, like clouds moving through the sky. With each breath, allow yourself to soften into the moment. If you notice an area of tension in your body, send your breath there and imagine it loosening. Allow yourself to feel any discomfort, knowing that all sensations, whether physical or emotional, are temporary. Now, reflect on this simple truth. Everything is impermanent. Whatever is causing you suffering in this moment, it too will pass. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine yourself letting go of the need to control or cling to it. Continue observing the flow of thoughts and emotions with a sense of openness and acceptance. This is the essence of meditation, learning to be with what is without resistance and allowing yourself to experience the natural ebb and flow of life. Mindfulness is the foundation of ending dukkha. By being fully present with each moment, without judgment, without trying to change it, we begin to see things as they truly are. This clarity brings freedom. When we stop fighting against the natural flow of life, we release the tight grip of suffering. Through mindfulness, we observe that even our most difficult emotions, grief, anger, anxiety, arise, stay for a while, and eventually fade away. By not identifying with these emotions, we reduce their power over us. We realize that we are not our thoughts, not our emotions, and not our suffering. We are simply the awareness in which all of these arise and pass. Through mindfulness, we observe that even our most difficult emotions, grief, anger, anxiety, arise, stay for a while, and eventually fade away. By not identifying with these emotions, we reduce their power over us. We realize that we are not our thoughts, not our emotions, and not our suffering. We are simply the awareness in which all of these arise and pass. Thank you for joining me today on this journey. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Open Hearted Meditation for more teachings and guided meditations. Remember, the practice of meditation is a lifelong journey, but with each moment of mindfulness, you take a step closer to freedom from suffering.